Taiwan, whatever. Now is the time that they need to do it.
Now, the time to do it would have been when Biden was in there.
Yes.
Because he was an imbecile.
Yes. And in a way, they started, who would have thought that Trump was going to... It's the same thing as when Hillary was going against Trump. Nobody thought Trump had a chance. So after all the stuff that they were doing to Trump while Biden was in there, they probably didn't think he had a prayer of coming back.
Well, Biden was such a puss. He even said when Russia was on the border of Ukraine, he said, if there's a minor incursion, we'll have to see. Like, it was no big deal if they went in there and did... You know what I mean? Trump wouldn't put up with that.
The open borders told me all I needed to know. Yeah. He's an enemy. That's a move of an enemy, not even protecting our borders.
Yeah.
And when
Biden.
Biden.
And it wasn't even Biden. He's not making these decisions. Biden was just...
puppet.
Yeah, he wasn't doing anything.
You look back at the
decision-making.
You look back at when the Democrats were trying to pick their candidate for that election. Biden was the last guy in. They already had 15 other people. They were trying to pull him in.
Yeah, Biden was in 5th place when everybody dropped out all at the same time and endorsed him. Weird, right?
And they just needed, because his name was recognized by their side. And let's face it, the average Democrat just is not a politically astute person. I mean, for them to take the side that they are on so many issues now.
Democrat will always vote for a Democrat. I guess that's why you're a Democrat. Like, I'm a Republican, so I'm never going to vote for a Democrat no matter what. We could have the dumbest Republican up there, I guess, and I'm not going to vote for a Democrat.
No.
So, I mean,
not
I kind
anymore.
of see. Don't you think that most Democrats, when they realized Biden was going to be the nominee, that they kind of went, shit. Kidding me, man?
I don't know. It seemed
you
like
think they were
really
all right with it?
him. I think so, dude, because everybody else dropped out immediately.
I know, but don't you think the average Democrat was thinking, what are you doing?
Well, they didn't have anybody else.
They don't have anybody now.
They don't.
Do they?
No. And, I never really thought of Charlie Kirk as being a future president.
Oh, yeah.
But now?
Yeah.
I'm thinking, because
he didn't have that in his sights.
He wasn't
like the day
he's not
that
old enough.
No,
he has to be 36, I think.
You got to be 35. He was 31.
Yeah.
He probably wasn't even thinking about it. But at some point, he was destined to be a president, dude.
No doubt about it.
There's no,
and the way I look at, I haven't really become a hardcore Christian until recently, and that's a whole different story. But my experience, I've done some work with the government outside the military, and as a contractor in IT, not in military or politics. But my experience with government is you don't have any Christians in our government.
You don't think so? Like Mike Johnson?
All right, so
I got to be honest with you. Whenever I see a politician go on and on about God stuff, I'm not religious, so that's why I just roll my eyes and I'm just like, shut up, man! I don't want to hear this.
It's almost impossible to be a strong believer until you're reborn. And I don't want to go into that because I know a lot of your audience isn't into that or anything else. But
oh man, I get comments.
But your wife,
yeah. Me and my wife touched on it a little bit, the religion and stuff, and yeah, I got a lot of positive comments. There's a lot. I think a lot of the MAGA base is very religious. But there's a big chunk of us that aren't.
Well, most. You
think most aren't?
Most aren't certain that God exists. I'm without a doubt certain, absolute. Yeah. And the reason,
dude, I'm not like anti-God or anything. I will, like, when my mom was sick with cancer, I prayed, dude. I prayed just in case. I mean, anything, right? So
the way
I do this all the time.
The way that I explain it now is, you got to look at it like
I want there to be a God.
Our free will is being tested. Which side are you going to choose? You're going to have to choose one side. There's only one creator. There's only one true God. Do I believe there's other gods like the people in the old world? Well, yes, because I do believe there are aliens. There's supernatural beings. If I would have said this 10 years ago, everybody's like, no, that's crazy talk. But our government themselves have admitted it now.
Yeah, I don't believe any of that shit either.
You don't believe in the UFOs or
No.
well, do you remember when they tried to convince everybody that we didn't have an Area 51?
Yeah, that's probably because they were hiding something there and they didn't want, people getting nosy about
I
it.
think like
I don't know what, maybe
nuke
nuclear
program
stuff, or there was something. I don't think it was aliens.
But even now, with the stuff you're seeing with the what do they call them? UAPs now.
Yeah, I don't believe any of that stuff.
You don't believe any of it?
No.
Do you think it's
I
just
think it's all just distraction, full of shit stuff. Yeah.
really?
No, not personally. I don't believe any of it. I think there's aliens out there. I think they're so far away we can never ever contact each other. The Milky Way galaxy itself is 100,000 light years across. That means if you're going at the speed of light, it'll take you 100,000 years to get there. That's going 165,000 miles a second, or some crazy amount of. The nearest star is 4 light years away. Think about light years doesn't sound like much, but it's trillions and trillions and trillions of. It's trillions of miles away. Like it's never. We'll never be able to get to the closest star.